Hundreds of years ago, in the province of Wallachia, in modern-day Romania, lived a seemingly ordinary couple, but saintly couple, Rebbe Eliezer and his wife Sarah. Bandits came to their city, and Eliezer was captured. His captors took him to a country far, far away, where there were no Jews. They sold him into slavery, and he was there a long, long time. Finally, Elijah the prophet visited Rabbi Eliezer. The time has come for you to return home. Rabbi Eliezer came home and with God's help found his wife Sarah still alive. In their old age, when they were both close to 100 years old, a son was born to them. They named him Yisrael. He came to be known as the Baal Shem Tov, master of the good name. There are many, many stories about the Baal Shem Tov, some of which we hope to tell you later, about his saintly ways, great wisdom, and awesome miracles he performed. The Baal Shem Tov attracted many followers. His closest students, who were great Torah scholars before they met him, became even greater rabbis. They spread the teachings of the Besht across Europe. The Baal Shem Tov's granddaughter, Fega, married Simcha and gave birth to their son, Nachman ben Fega.
Rosh Hashanah takes place, it's on the anniversary of the first day of creation, on the day when the human being was created. And the day the human being was created was also the day that the human race, which was that first human being, messed up. And Rosh Hashanah is a correction of that. And Rebbe Nachman wants to fix the whole world. Rebbe Nachman wants to fix everything.
Out of 150 psalms that King David wrote, Rebbe Nachman of Breslov makes the claim that he was given the gift, so to speak, from God, of knowing which 10 of these psalms, if recited, would actually be called what's called a tikkun klali, like a general remedy of a spiritual kind, where any damage that's been done by a person sleeping around or hurting other people, not being loyal, this particular 10 psalms fixes, if you want to call it, all the spiritual damage caused by those crimes. And what Rebbe Nachman of Breslov is making the claim is that if a person comes to his grave, recites these particular 10 psalms and gives a coin to charity, he promises that he'll do everything he can in the spiritual world to not only do a favor to help this person here in this world, but he also promises that he'll make sure that he will pull that person out from the opposite of heaven and bring him into wherever he belongs for eternity.
The most important thing that Rebbe Nachman taught is to find the good in other people and in yourself. Every person has some good within it. Even the littlest bit of good, that's just a seed. That's one seed that can grow and develop, and the whole person can be totally good, can be you.
One of the biggest attractions of Rebbe Nachman of Breslov is his emphasis on happiness and looking for even the smallest imaginable reason to be happy, even if it requires being a bit silly. Everyone's telling you it's over. The marriage, it's over. Your children, it's over with them. Your health issues, it's over.
It's over, it's finished. You will never become a tzaddik. Look at you, you're just so immersed in, God forbid, pornography and stuff and alcohol and smoking. You're never going to change. Forget it, forget it. That's where Rebbe Nachman says you don't have to listen to them. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it as being the absolute truth. We're not saying so you're going to fake yourself in a fake reality. No, I'm living on a different plateau of a real reality where I believe, yes, that miracles can happen. If everything is just working according to nature, so I have to daven, I have to pray. Prayer is because I believe there's someone who can mishane et teva. There's chiyuv teva, which means nature dictates A, B, C, like in chemistry. Boom, 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 everything is clear cut and everything in logic and rationale. Faith comes to show a change. I'm sorry, there's someone above who orders and dictates.
Rebbe Nachman used to say that it's absolutely forbidden for a chassid, for a disciple of mine to become old. You're not allowed to get old. If you've gotten to the point that you've become conscious of the fact that everything is brand new at every moment, and no matter what you've been through in your life, you can change everything right now. Once you feel that in your heart, then you're going to be just like your children, excited about life.
There are people who aren't Jewish and they're watching this. So explain what's a tzaddik?
In Judaism, we believe that the person is comprised of two main parts, of a soul and a body. Every human being has a soul, which we believe is a piece of Hashem, a piece of the infinite creator. But there's some souls that are special souls, that have extra power, extra potency, that come from a higher place or a more essential place called neshama klalis, general souls. Souls that are born leaders. And a tzaddik is a special soul who's a born leader who's sent here to strengthen the rest of the world.
The success of the tzaddik is not just, I got an 85 and the tzaddik got 100 on the test, plus he answered all the extra bonus questions, so he got 150 on his test. That would be on the same sort of scale, and just that the tzaddik is much better. That's true, but the tzaddik is living on a different plane of existence altogether. Tzaddik can see things that we don't see. Tzaddik can understand things we don't understand. The tzaddik is able to access certain channels of divine goodness and to share that with different individuals or groups to help them improve or to save them from suffering.
So בהתפרנס בתורה, ששקר הישי, אבל נחת כן בהמשך, איש של יראת השם היא תסהלו. ומפורשים, ובאיסת במפורשים, שעוז בין איש של יראת השם, היא מנצלת את הישי שלו, ועניונים יופים בתיר ובמצוות.
תודה רבה.
The tzaddik is sent, the tzaddik is available. If we are interested, if we want to seek him out, and his teachings can help us to write our values, understand how it is that we should live, and then to be freed from the various forms of slavery to which we're subject. Wealth is a value, power and fame are values, and these are really all forms of enslavement. because we really are powerless. Human being is actually quite fragile.
The Jewish New Year is exactly 2 months away. Tens of thousands of Israelis mark the event every year in the Ukrainian town of Uman. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is calling on them to refrain from doing so this year.
The State Department said, don't go to Uman, Rosh Hashanah. Right? The Israeli government said, don't go to Uman, Rosh Hashanah. Right? But notice, what do these governments have to do with Rebbe Nachman? Absolutely nothing.
Listen, from our perspective, you should not go. This is dangerous for you, and you are being warned by us well ahead of time. And of course, they're saying it, Jonathan. Of course, there are going to be plenty of people who aren't going to listen.
There is no war. I mean, there's a war, but it's not here. It's not anywhere in this vicinity. Yes, it is in the Ukraine, but Ukraine is a very big country geographically. And the war, sadly, as all wars are really sad, is taking place far, far away. Putin can shoot a missile and it's a nuclear and this and that. Well, Putin may be, crazy, but he's not stupid, and he wouldn't do that. That would make the Russian situation much worse. Rebbe Nachman teaches even people who have no sense of morals, have some sense of fairness. Maybe not initially, but it may take a few times, till they say, hey, this is not fair, it's not right.
Rabbi, what is your message to the tens of thousands of Jewish pilgrims who are reportedly already chartering flights to come there for Rosh Hashanah?
For me, it's very important, the lives and the health of the people, Jewish people and other people. That's why I ask people to try and don't come.
Если пропустить 1 год, что будет?
Невозможно. Это очень-очень важно. Но мы молимся, чтобы Украина победила. Слава Украина!
Героям слава!
Слава героям!
And here the Ukrainians are letting in thousands and thousands of people who they know are coming, who they really want to come, because the Breslov Chassidim, where they come for a week or 2 weeks, are bringing with them something that's good for their economy. If there were a real danger, that's also one of the teachings in Breslov, that people don't come.
The Tzaddik's power reflects the amount of Yidden that come to him, to listen to him, to obey his teachings. That's the power of the Tzaddik. But his power is increased by every single one of us. We gave extra power to the Tzaddik to be able to reveal Hashem in the world.